Now, here's the fun part, the practical session. I will show you how to actually edit a video, and you can actually try this at home as well. Before I dive in to the software, I will first show you the layout of Premiere Pro. This is very important because it it might be confusing to you, and this is the part where the confusion will be like realized or simplified. Okay, so this is Premiere Pro, and you can see you have many things here, like many boxes and many words, and a lot of things are going on here. But if you kind of break it down, it's very simple. Imagine this software as a factory. It's like a chocolate factory. So in a chocolate factory, before making all the chocolates, you have to bring in all the material like the cocoa, the butters, and even like some many ingredients. So the places where we bring ingredients, the raw footage, the videos, the audios, everything external is in the project panel. And as you can see, you have a thing called add your media, and you can right click and import all the things into this panel. Now you have seen in factories like chocolate making factories, there are big bells, there are machines that make the chocolate bars and everything, and that is done in here in the timeline. So in the timeline, when I go forward, I will show you there's tracks, there are video tracks and audio tracks, and all the video footage, all the audio, we can place it in this panel. And when you place it in this panel, it's very, and you can actually make like it add effects and transitions in this panel. So this is like the belt or the machines that make the chocolates and everything. So uh, this is actually like packaging. Okay, this is kind of like end part, because when you edit the video here, the the actual video is shown in this program panel. So you import the videos here, and you place the videos, like arrange it, cut it, and add effects in this timeline, the sequence, and then the video is shown in the program panel. And we all have supervisors and people who control, right? Even in a company, like the management. And in Premiere Pro, it's the effects control panel. In the effects control panel, actually you have the videos here, and if you want to change something, you want to change the size, you can do it in the effects control. You want to change the position, you can do it in effects control. And that is actually what we are doing. So okay, before going in that, I will now go into Premiere Pro. So first of all, as you can see, this is quite straightforward. We have the import panel here. You can import everything here, and this is the timeline, the sequence, and this is like the belt, the chocolate factory belt I was talking about. And the program panel, you can have the video displayed here, and the effects control panel. The practical part is this: you first right click, then you can see you have import. You go there, and there are many footage here. I will choose this footage, and now we can actually drop it here. First we have to go into the new item icon, click it, and you can see in the top there's something called sequence. And you click on sequence, and you have this kind of pre, it says broadcast, HD 1080p, social. Now if you are making an Instagram reel or TikTok reel, you can go to social and create something like this, select something like this. But I'm going to actually select HD 1080p 25 fps. So it might sound gibberish, but HD means high definition, and 1080p means the resolution or the frame size. It's 1080 and 1920, and the frame size is 1080p. And you can see the frame rate. FPS is frames per second. So videos are actually pictures put together. So a picture, one, like it can be 1 millisecond or something, or in here actually frame rate is 25 frames per second. So what happens is under a second 25 frames are shown. So that is what this HD 1080p 25 frames mean. I'll just name it. Naming a video is very important, because if you working in a hurry, you might send the video or deliver the video to the client, and it can, if it is not named properly and many revisions come, it can be a mess. So always name the video. I'm going to name it as video session, and we are working with revisions. There will be revisions when you're working with clients. So we are going to put R1 here. If there are many revisions, like if he's asking for another set of changes, you can simply put it as R2 in the second set and just press OK. And here we created the sequence. So now this might be a very bit complicated to you as well, but it's not actually. You see there's something called V3, V1, V2. It's actually called video 1, video 2, and video 3. This is where the videos can be placed. And actually A1, A2, A3 is audio 1, audio 2, audio 3. So it's quite straightforward. If we, this is actually video, and if you place it here, you can't, because it's an audio track, but you can place it here. So you might get a warning like this, clip mismatch warning. It actually means that 1080p part I said, it the video sizes doesn't match, but it's okay. You can just press keep editing existing settings, and here we go. Now you can see the the video I just put in here is displayed in the program panel. I think it's very straightforward. So did you guys understand that part? If you can raise your hands. Nice. Most of you understood. And again, we can put another important other video, drag it like here, and it's quite straightforward. So we have this, a drone shot. So now I mentioned you editing is cutting and trimming videos. So this video is a bit long for me. It's very boring. I need to cut it quickly. So to cut it, you can go to this panel and you can select the razor tool, or you can simply press C, and you can press the plus and make it a bit high, or you can select this and you can actually see or prolongate the video, and you simply press this and you have made a cut in the video. You see a small cut. You now cut the video, and I'm going to press delete and delete this, and now we have to actually drag the other video here, and you can see the other video comes like this. I actually made a pre-made the all the footage and everything here, because it will be messy and it will be very long if I edit the whole video. So you can see I can add in some music here, and you can hear the music. As you can see, like I can't add the music here. It doesn't allow because it's a video track, but I can add the music here because it's an audio track. So that's straightforward. So I don't want to edit the whole video here because it will take a lot of time. So I made a couple of sequences here, like in a timeline. And now we are going to add sound effects and effects. So as you can see, I arranged some of the videos here, and I muted the audio track because otherwise you won't hear me talking. Now we are actually going to talk about what are effects and transitions. So what do you think effects and transitions are? Have you ever heard like a doctor say, drink this medicine or pill, and the effects will come later, or it will take some time to take it into effect? Or you have heard things like that affected me a lot. Effect actually is kind of internal, right? It happens internally, or like for a person, like if it had an effect in me, that effect was in like it was my effect, something like that, right? So effects is actually related to the video. If you put an effect to the video, it actually only is it belongs to the video itself. What is transitions? It's very simple. Transitions is actually change. It's about change. You go to an airport and you see, I'm going to my transit, I'm late for my transit. It's like you jump from plane to plane. Or I'm in this transition phase, changing job. You say you're in a transition phase. It's all about change. So in video editing, you can go to the effects panel here, and you have video effects. And there are a lot of effects here: blur and sharpen, color correction, distort, generate. I'll show you what an effect is. There's something called Gaussian blur. So if I want to blur this video, this footage, all I need to do is click it, drop it here, and then in the effect control panel, you can blur it here. See, now this is an effect that is being applied. So what is video transitions? So in video transitions, we have something called cross dissolve. So it's actually a transition news, and now I can't edit into the footage because you can't change the footage. This footage is not changing, but I can edit here. As you can see, I can edit between two videos like this. And if I even go, if like you can see when I play it, there is an effect, it blends. So if I play it without the effects, it just has a hard cut. We have many effects like this. We have effect called dip to black, and there are many creative transitions as well. Something like, one of my favorites is chroma leaks. You can place it here, and it has a very nice transition. Or light leaks, this is one of my favorites as well. It actually is very creative. So as a video editor, I can't actually rely on inbuilt effects as well. I have to either make my own effects, or even have to buy or purchase effects from places like environments as well. So here we have something called Premiere Composer. This is actually a pre-bought one from actually Envato. It's actually from Mr. Horse Animations. There's something called Mr. Horse Animations. And if you go to Starter Pack, you can see a lot of animations. You have text animations, and you have transitions like this as well. So I just had to go to a place like this, and I just want to apply this zoom transition, and see, it's much more better than inbuilt transitions. And he has a sound effect, SFX sound effect here as well. We can put another transition as well. Okay, now here it's a more very colorful and a very fun kind of transition. And final transition I can show is the digital glitch. So if you are like editing a rap video or something, see, it's very subtle but very nice as well. So you can actually add effects and specialize sound effects, transitions to make the video more interesting, to make it more engaging to the audience. Now, now we are going to actually do something very quite of advanced and actually something that will really transform your video. So as you can see, I added some sound effects and some effects here as well. See, and um, I'm going to now show you how to color grade here as well. So to color grade, you just have to press this lumetric color tab, and you have to actually select lumetric scope. So this lumetric color and lumetric scopes are the way you do color grading and color correction. So before like straightly diving into color grading, I there are some few steps. The first step in color grading is color correction, and actually color correction is correcting the video sometimes. So if you can see in this photo here, the colors look artificial. So before, and when you're shooting videos, sometimes because of the camera, because of the lighting conditions, the colors might be artificial or wrong. So what you have to do is first color correct it. Now I'm going to show you how. Can you remember I showed the lumetric scopes here? In the lumetric scopes, I'm quickly going to show you how to read those scopes. And hold on, I'll make this a bit more easier. And here you can see the top part is called is whites. So when you control this slide, the white parts or the very brightest parts in this footage changes. If I demonstrate it, I click this footage, and now if I increase the whites, you can see that this part only changes and this part actually moves much less. I do this and the high parts change and the color, the it becomes very bright. If I put it low, see, this top part comes below and the video becomes very dark. I'll reset this, and the general rule is you have to keep the whites, this part between 0. Actually the top, this top part should hit 100. Okay, now it's good. As you can see, this 180 line is belongs to white, so the brightest part of the video. Now the 80 and 60 range belongs to highlights. If in layman's term, it is the brightest and this is the second brightest. So when you change highlights, this part is affected and the less bright parts are changed. So for example, if I go very high, you can see this 80 to 60 range is what changes. If I go very low, you can see it becomes more actually colorful. So the 80 to 60 part is affected, and here we actually had to somehow balance it between 80 and 60, this this second middle part, and you put it kind of like there. Okay, now The third part is called the midpoint, and it is in the 60 to 40 area. And when you change the contrast slider, this is affected, and the middle part of the footage, the middle colors are affected. So for example, if I change this, see, you can see the middle part is affected, and if I go all the way down, it's very less saturated and dull. If I will go very high, it looks very, it's contrasted. Contrasted means whites are more visible and blacks are more visible at the same time. We usually don't play a lot with this slider. We use, you actually have an advanced method to change the contrast. And now we go on to the dark parts and shadows. Shadows are actually not the darkest but the second darkest, and it belongs to the 40 to 20 range. And when you play with shadows, you can actually see it change here. So I'll quickly show you. You change this, and the 40 to 20 range is affected. So you can actually push it a bit down here. And finally, we have the blacks. The 20 is 100 range. And when you change the blacks, this range is affected. And this is darkest part of the video. So as you can see, so look at these trees. These are the darkest. So these are being changed when I move the slider. So the general rule is the tip should touch zero in this slider. Now, um, this is the footage before. You can see it's dull, it's a bit boring and very faded. And this is the color corrected one. You can see it's very bright, it's very kind of attractive, and it has some contrast in here as well. So before you actually color color grade the video, you have to color correct it. And now, what is color grading? Color grading is actually painting the video. So this is actual natural colors, but we can change, or we can change the video. So for this, I will simply add a new item called an adjustment layer. So it's actually a layer that adjustments are added to, and we go to something called creative. This is the most easiest way to color grade the video, and we put a LUT. It's a lookup table, and it's actually like a pre-made uh, color palette, something like that. So let's put something like SL blue intense, and you can see here it becomes a bit blue. Now without it, it's very, like, it has natural colors, but now it becomes blue. In music videos you can see, and you can actually control the intensity and put it the way you want. So I drag it all the way here to make it apply to all footages. And as you can see now, this footage looks like it was taken in early morning, but the truth is it actually has taken in like 12 p.m. or something like that, in the middle of the day. But you apply this color grade and it looks like it's early in the morning. Now actually I'm going to add a text as well. So to add a text, you can use a type tool. You can select it here, and type something like welcome to Sri Lanka. And you can again go to effects control, and just make it easy here, and you can change the settings and apply kind of like effects like drop shadow. You can apply things like this as well. and you can place it here, and that's okay. That's nice. Now we go to the final output, and I just added the small transition here as well in effects control in the position. So it has a small animation as well. Now the chocolate is being made. It the work is done and the video is edited. So now we have to package it. Now we can do deliver it. So to deliver it, you have to go to file and export and select media. And here you have the file name. You can rename it to anything you want, and we have the location. So you can go into any location here and save it in the preferred location. And then the preset, this is quite important. So you can see high quality, like it's called 4K 1080p. So this is one of the highest resolutions there is, and the more high the resolution is, it becomes very kind of quality. It becomes very easy to see. So we have 480p. Now this quality is very low, so I'll just create high quality 1080p, and the format is H264, and this is not that important for you guys because you're beginners. And you just press export, and you can see the video is being exported. I actually exported this video, and let me just show you guys the video we made.